Today we will be studying about trigonometry. Very important concept in mathematics, very powerful concept, very easy to understand but very powerful. So what is trigonometry? The first question comes to anybody's mind, right? The trigonometry is the measurement of triangles. And today we will be only studying about the right angle triangles, and in subsequent lessons I will tell you or how to apply the trigonometry in other triangles like acute triangles or obtuse triangles, right? Okay, so we'll start with a right angle triangle. Some of the important terminologies that you have to remember is this is theta, this is the angle of inference. One of the important terms that you should remember is angle of inference or theta, because this will determine who is the perpendicular and who is the base of the right angle triangle. So here I am saying that this is the right angle, and as you know that the opposite side, the side which is opposite to this right angle will be called as hypotenuse, and it will be represented by small h. Then comes what will be the base and what will be the perpendicular. Remember, the side that is going to touch this angle of inference will be called as the base. The side which is adjacent to the angle of inference will be called as base. It will be denoted by small b. And the side which is opposite to the angle of inference will be called as perpendicular. Again I am telling, the side which is adjacent to the angle of inference will be called as base, and it will be denoted by smaller b. The side which is opposite to the angle of inference will be called as perpendicular and will be denoted by small p. Now if I have a triangle A, B and C, and B is the right angle triangle, therefore your BC will be base, AB will be perpendicular, and AC will be hypotenuse. So this you should remember. This is very important things. These are the very important things in trigonometry you should remember, because we are going to use this very frequently in trigonometry. In trigonometry we will be learning about certain ratios. Those are sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, cosecant. It's very easy to remember. Three things if you remember, the 6 ratios you can easily remember: sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, cosecant. If you remember sine, tangent and secant, you just add co, or you just put the prefix as co, and then other 3 ratios you can easily remember. Sine is represented by sine theta, cosine is represented by cos theta, tangent is represented by tan theta, cotangent will be represented by cot theta, secant will be represented by sec theta, cosecant will be represented by cosec theta. So first 3 letters have been taken to represent. Only in case of cosecant it is taken 5 letters, because first 3 letters represent cos, which is already given a name. So therefore another 2 letters have been added to it, cosec theta. So these are the 6 different ratios, and I will tell what are these ratios. The sine theta is represented by the perpendicular by hypotenuse, P by H. You have to remember all these. The cos theta will be represented by base by height, or B by H. Tan theta will be represented by perpendicular by base. Cot theta will be represented by B base by perpendicular. Sec theta will be represented by hypotenuse by base. Cosec theta will be represented by hypotenuse by perpendicular. I am going to represent all these 6 in a tabular form so that it will be very easy for you to remember. Now, sin theta, cos theta, tan theta I am writing in one side. The other side I will write cot theta, then sec theta, and then cosec theta. Sin theta, as I have already told you, it is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Cos theta will be base by hypotenuse. Tan theta will be perpendicular by base. Then cot theta will be base by perpendicular. Sec theta will be hypotenuse by base. Cosec theta will be hypotenuse by perpendicular. Now we can very well see that cosec theta is the exactly reciprocal of sin theta. So if sin theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse, cosec theta is hypotenuse by perpendicular. It is exactly the reciprocal. So sin theta and cosec theta are reciprocals. That means if you multiply sin theta into cosec theta, that will always become 1. You can easily prove P by H multiplied by H by P. If I cancels out denominator here, numerator here, and P in numerator and P in denominator, ultimately it will only be remaining as 1, right? Similarly, if you see cos theta and sec theta are reciprocals, tan theta and cot theta are reciprocals. So that means cos theta into sec theta will be 1, tan theta into cot theta will be 1. So this you should remember, this table and these properties you should remember. We will also learn about some more properties in next classes. Thank you for today, and we will meet in the next class.